Hi, I'm Danny Lee, senior journalist for Casino Beats, and we're here in Lisbon, joined by slot streamer Shane Roberts to talk about a few things going on in the streaming industry at the moment. Let's get straight into the questions. We're looking at streaming, which has obviously taken over the slot industry in recent years. And I just wondered if you could sort of explain how it has grown to be such a useful tool for the industry and companies like suppliers and operators, and how those relationships between those brands are sort of developing with streamers.
I think streaming, since the COVID era sort of finished, we see a lot of people now going online with watching short videos, watching short form or YouTube, and a lot of the younger generation, like 18 to 27, should we say, is the category that these people enjoy watching streamers rather than sitting down watching your soap operas, watching your films. And this. During COVID, of course, we had a huge spike with our stats, with our viewers, with our followers, because unfortunately everyone was stuck at home. And one of the many things, either people were gaming, people started streaming, people started either playing like the Fortnite, the Call of Duty, or people went to casinos to watch us rather than spend their own money. I think streaming as a platform at the moment, we're doing incredibly well. I think the industry is pushing towards streamers, especially within marketing with streamers, because we are the face of a lot of casinos rather than these advertisements that you'll get on TV with not many people sitting. And obviously some countries you can't regulate that you can't advertise certain brands and gambling restrictions. So I think we're going up and up. I don't think there's no stopping us now.
And so how do you think the streaming community has sort of capitalised on all that growth that we saw during COVID and have managed to grow substantially more since then as well?
I think it's like I would either guess it'd be like a word of mouth or people sharing your content, and especially with mine, I will get several hundreds of shares on a video, and then they're sharing, and especially when you get on a lot of streamers, we're doing giveaways and people are interested in the giveaways. They're watching you spend money, and if they're going to win like a $25 or $50 raffle, then it's not their money they're spending rather than depositing their own money, losing their own money. It's an opportunity to watch us and watch us lose money rather than do the rest.
And quite a lot of interesting developments we've seen working for Casino Beats and writing about sort of regulations and updates for these social media platforms and streaming platforms like Twitch. How have these sort of increased regulations impacted the streaming community, and has it sort of led to a rise in other platforms and other means of producing this content?
I think we all know that Twitch went through, they changed their regulations a few years ago, and this was, I could only guess, would be a result of crypto and the way that they didn't like it, which brought in place for Stake, of course, to launch Kick, which is a platform where it's owned by the casino, that with the regulations as such on there is a lot less lenient, which I think this freedom of speech of streamers and higher rev share for subscriptions, for donations, and that through the viewers, they allow us to openly speak and without worrying too much regarding like your music and all of this on there. So it's a bit like that.
And obviously you stream on Kick yourself, and how would you sort of describe the reputation that Kick has, particularly for slot streams and maybe in terms of like responsible gambling or player safety, stuff like that? Is it getting a lot of bad press?
It was very difficult at the very start. I was originally streaming on Twitch, and of course once we were told we're no longer allowed to stream on there, Kick was a new streaming platform that not many people knew about. So there was a lot of worry, oh, is this the new platform we're going to? Because obviously you still have YouTube Lives, you still have Rumble, you still have these other platforms. I think within Kick, the trust was built quite quickly because of the names of the top streamers. Then it all went over. Obviously the money that was involved with the streamers that went over, it sort of, okay, you have someone who's streaming with 50,000 viewers on Twitch, and you bring all them over to Kick. It was sort of the slow process at the beginning by the seams of things, but then obviously it expanded dramatically quite quick, and it then got known as this is where the streamers are for the casinos.
And staying on the topic of Kick, how is the sort of feelings from the industry, from sort of regulators and trade bodies, and even just like players and viewers themselves? How is their opinion of Kick when it comes to sort of responsible gambling and player safety? Does that sort of impact you at all in terms of like, I don't know, comments made or feedback, stuff like that?
It's definitely something that we do see, because the issue you have is that we have some streamers using multi-million-pound accounts. We're seeing people do unrealistic bets of $1,000, $2,000 a spin. These people are doing bonus buys of house values. So of course it doesn't look the best part, but obviously a lot of people do like to see this, whether it's genuine, whether it's casino money, whether it's their money or whether it's fake money. It's unfortunately it's down to the viewers and what the viewers want, because it's the viewers that watch us, it's the viewers that keep that platform running.
And how are streamers like yourself and the companies you work with sort of trying to sort of encourage that more safer gambling when it comes to your streams?
Something that I know personally with a lot of us streamers, we're something that we are heavily enforced on. It is very important. Very, very important that we do look after our viewers, because we know, unfortunately, there is a dark road to go down with gambling. People have lost family, homes, lives due to gambling. And this is something that majority, if not all of us streamers, will always have either a team or a moderator team that is there to reach out to these people, or they can reach out to us. We have all the links that are available. We have every possible connection they need to get them any help and support that they need regardless.
Okay, so back to streaming in general. Another thing we're noticing a lot of is streamer-produced games, whether that's collaborations with online casinos or providers. How do you think these are sort of revolutionising the slot streaming industry? And have you considered maybe expanding into this sort of thing?
It's definitely something that the viewers like, because this is, of course, us as streamers, it's down to the viewers. The viewers are our life and soul. So expanding into maybe producing a game of like Shane R's game of the features that I like and my viewers like, it's very good. It's probably very profitable to begin with. The only issue we have with this, which we have seen in the past, is these games are like any other games, they get old. So maybe if you were to continue releasing new games or your own brand of slots where your face is on the slot and you're releasing games weekly or every other month, then I think it's something that is definitely doable.
Now, we've spoken a lot about how streaming has risen so much and had such a huge impact on the slot industry. How do you expect the growth of slot streaming to continue in the next sort of few years?
I definitely think the streaming one's not going anywhere. I think it's one of our power tools in the marketing industry for casinos. What I am seeing around me are casinos now integrating streaming within their platform rather than reaching out to streamers. So you'll have casinos now where you can log into a casino and you can watch the streamer on their casino within their casino, which pulls them away from the Kick and the Twitch and the YouTube Live. I do see a lot of new streamers coming. There's some upcoming people who I can see being very, very big in the future. We have overnight success with some people with one video going viral and that's their life made. I don't see streaming losing momentum anytime soon.